plan. He'll make a fair deal built from his own hand. A special place to relax, a special place you can chill. Yay, a tiki bar is the way. Tiki Kev has the plan. He'll make a fair deal built with his own hand. A special place to relax, a special place you can chill. He's got bars to build. He's got tiki bars to build. He's got bars to build.
All right, well, we're live again. I don't know if you guys can hear us. The sound seemed to have went out, and we don't understand why. Matt, maybe you could pull it up on there?
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up real quick. Gotta wait for it to load up.
So if you guys can hear us, somebody write something in. Or did somebody write
Matt,
something
maybe you
in?
can pull it up. There we go. All right, we are good to go.
All right, we are back live again. We have audio again. So I have no idea where we left off on that last one.
The whole video didn't have audio.
Oh, the whole video had no audio. So we get to start all over again.
Season
here we go. Take two. This is all live. So there's no editing involved here. So season 1, episode 1. Welcome to Tiki Talk or Shop Talk with Tiki Kev and Matt. So there's a phone number on the back of Matt's computer there if anybody wants to call in. You can also write in your questions if you have any questions. My email address is on the back there as well. And any questions that are emailed in, we will get to the following week, so next week. So we're doing it live today on Tuesday. We have a scheduling conflict tomorrow. We're going to be in Monroe. What is it, Monroe Township? Yeah, Monroe Township, New Jersey, delivering a tiki bar. And we're going to do this show live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. But because of the install tomorrow, we figured we'd do our first day on Tuesday and kind of see how it goes. So we kind of want to talk about the North Carolina job a little bit. We've done how many jobs there now? Nine jobs total just in North Carolina.
How many just this year?
We've done 3 in the last month. Let's see, Randy Knight. I know a lot of you guys follow Randy Knight. We did one for him. And we did one, and Randy's from Calabash. He's a well-known singer out that way. So we did one for him. We did a huge tiki hut, which I'm sure a lot of you guys saw in my pictures and videos for my brother in Gastonia. And then the one we just finished up in Atlantic Beach for Coral Bay Club. So that's 3 just in the last month. So the trips typically are fun. I run a tight ship, and usually we get in, we get out, and, that's it. We come back and move on to the next project. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way for us this trip, Matt. We had a couple minor issues. Getting there was a chore.
Yeah, I mean, the first 20 miles.
First 20 miles, we went the wrong direction because we're so used to going to Jersey that we actually headed out in that direction and then realized, where the hell are we going? Turned around. So we went about 20 miles out of our way. We hit so much rush hour traffic and construction and accidents all over the place. So it took us just over 11 hours to get there. So that was obstacle 1. Obstacle 2 was the weather. The weather didn't cooperate. The nicest day we had was the day, obviously, I'm on the roof. It's 90 degrees, bright sunlight. I'm burnt to a crisp. I'm peeling. But hey, that's life of a tiki bar builder. So you can't complain about that. We were on a beach. Can't complain about that. Got a little sunburn. Who cares? We could take it. We're men.
Yeah.
This job isn't for sissies.
That's been proven with all the people who've left.
17 years I've seen a few come through my doors. So we get into town on Tuesday night. Now we were supposed to go Monday, but for whatever, they called me and told me how bad the weather was going to be there Monday and Tuesday. So we wound up leaving Tuesday around rush hour. Like I said, it was a mess getting down there. But we got down there sometime early Tuesday evening. We walked out to the beach, kind of looked and seen where everything had to go. Now I had a mental image in my mind that this bar was going way down on the beach. And I'm thinking 100, 150 yards. We got to get this 2,000-pound bar. And thank God it was only about 48, 50 feet. So that kind of made it easy. So once we figured out what we were going to do, we were done for that night. We went inside. Hey, there, that could be our first call. Probably not going to answer it right now. Yep. We're not going to answer it right now because we'll take calls in a few minutes. But once we got down there now, let me give you a picture of what this place was. The Coral Bay Club in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, is a very well-known, private, exclusive country club. And the dress code, you have to dress really nice over there. So when Matt and I got there and we figured out everything we had to do, they told us we could go in and have something to eat, and it was all comped. I'm in there with a sleeveless shirt on. Matt's got a Tiki Kev shirt on, and we're sitting at the bar, and all these people are coming. We're looking around. They all have suits and nice clothes. And anyway, I don't get embarrassed, so I really didn't care. We're the Tiki guys. This is how we dress, and that's how we went in. So the food was good, I'll tell you what. Very expensive if we had to pay for it. I mean, it's just a small amount of calamari was what, $18?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was. I'll tell you what, it was the best calamari I ever had. But super expensive, small portions. The Coronas tasted exactly the way they do up here, so no big difference there. So that was our first. Oh no, that wasn't our first night. Matt, why don't you tell them the story about that first fight I got into that night?
Yeah, you ran in. You made an enemy.
I made an enemy
in the parking lot.
Yes, unfortunately.
And what was it? About a small parking space?
Yeah, the parking. It was a huge parking lot, but the parking space. Oh, we have a visitor here at the Lost Island Tiki Bar. How you doing? Oh, okay. Well, we have a shipping. Oh, you have all the packing peanuts. Okay. All right. Well, Matt's going to go take care of that, so I'll stay live here. And we just got a delivery, so Matt's going to take care of that. So my enemy that I made was once everything was done, we pulled the trailer back to where it needed to go down to the beach. Well, I unhooked the truck. I go back to the parking lot. Huge parking lot, but tiny spaces. So I pulled in to a small space, which was right up against the fence line of the adjoining property. Now, I have a huge hitch. You guys have seen my truck. I have a big truck. I have a big hitch on the back, sticks out pretty far. And I'm slowly backing up. And as I'm backing up, all I hear is crunch. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Here, I backed into the fence. And we took a picture of it. I actually put a hole through the fence with my hitch, with the ball that's on the back. And I actually pushed the fence about a foot and a half, maybe a foot and a half into the adjoining property. So I did wind up telling the property maintenance guy, and he says, don't worry about it. Our people do it all the time. So, all right, we were good with that. No big deal. I felt bad, and I wanted to fix it. And they told me just to leave it. The other people will fix it. So that, I felt bad for that, but that was just, one more thing that's starting to happen. And I had an odd feeling when Matt and I left on Tuesday, it was just a weird feeling I had that things weren't going to go quite right. So after we finished dinner and stuff, we went and got our hotel. We actually stayed at the Coral Bay Club for a little while. We didn't really know the area too well yet. So we go get our hotel, and next morning we get up early. We go to have breakfast at the hotel. They had it wasn't bad, continental breakfast, I guess you call it. And we're just getting ready to go down. Now my palms are coming up from Florida on Wednesday, and they told me they weren't going to be there till late afternoon, which gives us all day to get the bar set up, the roof built, the roof put on, and get all that taken care of. And just as Matt and I are heading to breakfast, they called and said they were already there. So we had to rush over back to the Coral Bay Club. We had to unload 3,000 palms. Only took about 2.5 hours. We were soaking wet. It was raining. We didn't expect them to show up. So we got all that done, and Matt and I are soaking wet. We were going to go back to the hotel, and then I had a Tiki Kev moment. I'm like, no, we can't do it. We got to get some work done. So we actually got the bar out of the trailer, got it onto the beach with the help of the maintenance guy, Bobby, who was a big help down there. He got us anything we needed. Whenever we wanted something, he got it for us. And a couple of lifeguards. They were a big help. They all helped us move the bar out onto the sand. And the second issue or third issue we actually had, and this was a big one. This is where things started going wrong. As we're taking the bar out of the trailer, and I'm sure some of you guys seen this video, the trailer where the tongue, the V of the tongue actually comes back and meets the trailer. As we're pulling, now the trailer's still hooked to the truck, so it can't bounce up. As we're taking the bar out, we have it on the end of the trailer. The whole trailer lifts up in the air. The bottom goes down, front goes up. I'm thinking Matt unhitched it and didn't brace up the back. No. The tongue where it meets the actual trailer completely snapped off, and the trailer went up in the air. The tongue stayed on the truck. So now we have that issue to deal with. But at that point, I'm like, nah, the bar's more important. So we got the bar. Now, Bobby, the maintenance guy, good guy that he is, talks a lot, but a super nice guy. He had a buddy that was a welder. Well, he comes out later that afternoon, and by the next day, my trailer was done. They completely welded and reinforced that trailer so we could get it back home. So thank God for Jared. He did an awesome job, buddy. I'm not sure if you're watching, but that trailer takes a lot of abuse, and he did a phenomenal job taking care of that. Cost $600 to get it fixed, but unbelievable job. Trailer will now last a lifetime, which I thought it was going to before, but it didn't. So anyway, that's fixed. So we managed to get the roof built that day, and it started raining again. The sun was going in and out. It started raining, and we actually managed to get the roof built, get the roof on, get everything done. So the next day we could thatch. So that being said, all that, Matt and I just called it a day. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon, and it was raining. And then by 4:30, it was bright sunlight. Hey, Matt's back. How'd the delivery go?
Got all the peanuts.
Got all our packing peanuts. That's good because I'm going to come off topic a little bit, but the last day we were there, they ordered some bar stools, and thank God they ordered some swivels, and thank God we have some pre-built. We're shipping them out to them today, amongst all the other stuff we have to get done. So catching everybody up to speed, the first day of the trailer. What did you think about the trailer, Matt?
Which part?
Oh yeah, there's several things. We got some more stuff to talk about when it comes to the trailer. The day we unloaded the tiki bar.
Oh, okay, so you mean when it went sky high?
Yes, and I said, Matt, why did you unhook it from the truck?
Yeah, and it definitely was still hooked to the truck, unfortunately.
Yeah, parts of the trailer were still hooked to the truck. And I come walking back, I'm like, Matt, the trailer's done. And obviously we joke around all the time. And he thought I was kidding until he went up there and took a look at it.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Thank you. Have a great day.
But yeah, you, hello, Lynn. And then Tim says, hey, Tiki Kev.
Hey, Tim. I can't see that from here.
Here, I'll pull it up right here. So
Is that Tim Gillette?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, I grew up with Tim Gillette.
Oh,
we
nice.
went to school together. Tim and I have been friends for, 35 years, Tim. Long time, real long time. So let's get back to the trailer.
Yeah, so you didn't get a picture of that, did you?
We took a video.
No, but I mean of it actually all the way up.
No.
Did you? Yeah, because that video does not do it justice. That thing was completely, separated.
It was done. It was completely
all right. Well, here we are. It's afternoon. I don't know what time it is. What time is it, Matt?
1:15.
It's only 1:15. It's pretty much been raining all day. However, we did manage, you see in the distance there, we did get the tiki bar installed. I built the roof and we got the roof up. However, we're calling it a day because it's raining. It's been thundering for about the last hour. So we're just wrapping up now. But we have a dilemma. All right, Matt, let's show everybody what happened. Go ahead, do it again. Do it again, Matt. The tongue completely cracked off of the trailer, except
it was done. It was completely off. And in my head, when that happened, I was envisioning scrapping that trailer, running out and having to buy a new one because we had 3,000 palms delivered the day before, of which we only used about 400 on the roof. We had to get the rest of them back here. Because, as you guys know and you guys see, we've had such a busy season, unbelievable busy season. And as you guys have seen in the other videos, we had Scott and Gabe working for us earlier this year. and Matt and myself. So, I mean, we still haven't stopped. We spent, what, 5 days in the Carolinas last week?
Yeah.
And as soon as we came back Saturday night, and I gave Matt off on Sunday. I took an easy day, and we're right back at it yesterday, and we're going to be super busy today when we get done here. But anyway, that night we got the bar set up. I'm not worried about the trailer. As I said, Bobby got a welding guy out there. They took the trailer, and that thing's stronger than it ever was. So, as I said, he did a fabulous, unbelievable job. Got us back here. So the first night we actually went out was Wednesday night. Do you remember what place we went to?
Yeah, it was just the what, besides the country club?
Yeah. Didn't we go somewhere?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Was
where.
it?
It wasn't Sea Monkey. By the way,
No.
hey Dad.
Hey Lonnie, how you doing? Good to see you.
No, it wasn't Sea Monkey. It was definitely somewhere else.
We went over to the island.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
we went to
Moorhead City.
right next to Ruddy Duck.
The Ruddy Duck is where we went, and if any of you
Oh,
guys
it was
been
Ruddy.
there, it was the Ruddy
I
Duck.
thought it was one place
No,
Oh.
we went to the Ruddy Duck, and we went outside to the beach bar out there, and unfortunately the bartender was having issues about something. She had to leave. So Matt and I stayed I had quite a few rum drinks. Pretty good. Now Matt's driving. I don't drink and drive unless I'm only drinking one beer or whatever. But Matt's a lot more responsible than me when we go out on the road. So he Matt takes over the driving responsibilities. So I think I had 3 rum runners there. Matt had a beer, and he's a good kid. Matt's been here 4 years with me, so and a lot of you guys know him. So we have a lot of fun when we go out. But anyway, we went to the Ruddy Duck and left there. And here's the one thing I like doing what I do. I did regular contracting since I was in my late teens. And you asked me to come to your house, and I remodel a kitchen, I do a basement, I build you a deck. Most likely I'm never going to see you again. And you certainly don't have followers. The business that we do here, building tiki bars, traveling around the country, you tend to build up a following. You have followers, you have fans. And we got to meet one of them on that Wednesday. It was Wednesday night, wasn't it?
No.
Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
So I don't know if you're watching Robert Smith, but it was awesome meeting you. Robert's been a fan and a follower for many years, probably I want to say at least 4 or 5 years. And he's right in Moorhead City. We were right across the bridge in Atlantic Beach. So Matt and I made a stop over at his house. We stopped at the liquor store first because Robert likes to drink rum, and he knows I do. So we bought a couple bottles, went over, and we were actually there for about, 4 hours?
Yeah, it was a little bit of time.
Yeah, we were there for a long time, got to meet one of his daughters, and it was just an overall good experience. And the one thing about Robert, he knows more about me than I do, so maybe I shouldn't post as much. Just messing with you, Robert. I appreciate you following. You're a good fan, and now that we got to meet you, you're a good friend, and we hope to see you again. So that was fun. And then when we left there, I mean, we hadn't eaten yet, so where'd we go?
Hooters.
Went to Hooters.
With the worst jukebox ever.
The worst jukebox, the hospitality. I don't think we were the only ones in there. It was, 10:30 at night? I don't think anybody wanted to see us there. Nobody even talked to us. We just grabbed a quick beer and some food, and we were out of there and then back at it on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Friday, I think what we did is we loaded up. Friday we loaded the palms.
Yeah, I guess Thursday was the day that we thatched.
That's right. Thursday we thatched, and that was the hottest day, the sunniest day. That's when I got all burnt. And but it turned out phenomenal. I know some of you guys watched the videos. I don't have the pictures up yet. They'll be up soon. But yeah, that was a fun night. Friday, we thought we were going to take it easy. It took us 4.5 hours to load 2,600 palms.
It took a little while.
It took a while. It was a pain in the ass, but hey, you have to do it. So we got to enjoy the rest of our Friday, and we figured we'd head out early Saturday. We headed out, about 9:15? Now, mind you, this trailer was a little overloaded. We didn't expect to have that many palms on it. And we're about, a mile and a half about a mile and a half into our trip, or an hour and a half, not a mile and a
I was
half.
going to say we were probably like a good 80 miles out when that happened.
80 miles.
But you're forgetting the night before when
Oh my God! This is where we have our fun. This is when we all forget about the work, forget about all the issues that happened during the day, forget about business, just go out and have a great time. We got what's the bar? Sea Monkey. It was the Sea Monkey, and nice bar. Wasn't overly crowded. Actually, we were there Friday and Saturday, or Thursday.
yeah, Thursday and Friday.
So it was Wednesday when we went to see Robert.
Yeah. Okay, so it had to have been.
Yep. So, being that it's a beach town, and now we're going back to Thursday night, I asked the bartender, I said, Matt and I haven't had any good, what were they? Oyster shooters. That's right, since we did that job on Kent Island in November. Now they can make some oyster shooters. So we taught the bartenders there how to make them. And I think I had 5 or 6, you had 3.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready to close up. Matt and I were the only ones in there, and these older ladies came in, and when I say older than me, so they had to be in their late 50s. And I think they were a little, they were drinking before they got in there, and they actually said something to the bartender that they were drinking Patron all night. Yeah. Which you don't go into another bar and say, hey, I was drinking Patron all night. Can you serve me? So anyway, Matt and I were feeling pretty good. We got them to try some oyster shooters. Their mouths were on fire when they were done. but we got them to learn how to do that. And Friday night when we were done, everything we had to do, we went back in. And as soon as I walked in, the bartender looks at me, he goes, oyster shooter? I said, yes, sir. So I think in a future video, maybe our next video, we're going to teach you guys how to make oyster shooters.
The right way.
The right way.
All right, and we're back.
All right, we are back. Had a little connection issue there, but that didn't take too long to come back. So, yeah, we're going to teach you guys how to make oyster shooters the proper way. The way we do them, they're spicy, and you have to like seafood, oysters. Oysters are slimy. Most people don't like the texture. But we're going to do them here someday, maybe our next video. All right, well, let's do this. Enough about that trip.
Well, there's still one last piece of information on our way home.
Oh, that's right.
It gets even more interesting.
Yes. Matt and I are about 80 miles into our trip, and all of a sudden we hear a bang. And I knew right away what it was because I experienced before. I don't know if Matt has. We had a flat tire on the trailer. Now, there was so much weight that the tire shredded off immediately. By the time we were able to pull off the highway, it was a good, 50 yards away?
Yeah.
And because of the weight on the trailer, my wheel was square.
I'm gonna go grab
Yeah, Matt, why don't you go grab? Matt's going to go. He's going to go grab the wheel that we took off the trailer. Yeah, we have a souvenir from the trip. I bought a couple T-shirts for me, Patty, and my daughter. But the T-shirts are nothing compared to this wheel. Wait till you guys see what this thing looks like. And as I said, the trailer was a little bit overloaded due to the amount of palms we had. So when the tire went flat, all that weight went onto this wheel. So here comes Matt with the wheel. You guys are going to love this. Check this wheel out. I don't know if you guys could see that, but
yeah.
that's pretty bad.
You can
Both sides.
just dig that out real quick.
Yeah, you think we could bang this
We
out?
could probably just throw a tire on as is.
Yeah, I think we might be able to save this. We could put this, my tiki bar here, and by the way, we're filming under a Lost Island tiki bar. This is 500 square feet here. I think I could hang this up somewhere as a reminder. If we can't bang it out, maybe we could send it to Jared, who fixed the trailer, and get him to bang the wheel out.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our prop. Oh, maybe that needs to be an icon in here now.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I was saying in the beginning, how we were a little relaxed on this trip. We managed to pack the spare tire However, I have a 3.5-ton floor jack that neither one of us remembered to bring. So we're stranded. I call AAA, tell them I need a jack. We have a tire. I just need the trailer jacked up. They told us it was going to be over an hour. Now, do we talk about the woman on the phone?
If we do, we'll need an extra hour added on to the 4-hour allotment time that Facebook gives for live videos because she was
Slow, very, very slow, and she was helpful. She wasn't quite understanding what I was telling her, but we were stranded. We had no jack, and we're 600 miles from home, or however many miles at that point it was. And she's talking so slow. I'm actually getting frustrated because we're gone for 5 days. We want to get back. So I told the lady the problem. She said she'll get somebody out there. And I said, listen, she said, well, I don't want to offend anybody, but she has such a thick Southern accent. And I love Southern accents. My brother's,
what's his name?
Tim.
Tim.
Tim, if you're listening, Tim, I love the way you guys down south say Tim. Tim. So anyway, we went off on a little tangent there, but we'll get back. She says we're going to have dispatch call you after 10 minutes after they leave to come get you. I said no. I said please have them call me ahead of time because I need to talk to whoever's come out. I want them to bring a new wheel and a new tire just in case this happens again. And she repeats herself, sir, thank you for that information. I will have dispatch call you 10 minutes after. And I said, ma'am, I said, I need you to have them call me ahead of time. She says, sir, thank you for that information. I will have them call you 10 minutes after they leave. This woman cannot grasp the concept that I needed them to call ahead of time so I could talk to them. But anyway, I finally get off the phone with her. Matt and I are standing out. We pull off to a side road, and this Southern gentleman stops in his pickup truck. And he's like, what's the problem, fellas? And we told him, I said, don't worry, we have AAA coming. They'll be here shortly. So he went on his way. 2 minutes later, an older fella, probably in his 60s, stops in his pickup and says, what's going on? We told him the flat. I said, AAA will be here in less than an hour. He's like, no. He goes, we cannot have you stranded here. So he gives me his tire iron. I loosen the wheels or the lug nuts on the trailer. He says, I'll be right back. He runs to his house, gets his floor jack, comes back. We jack up the trailer, which this tells you how much weight was on that trailer. That floor jack, 2.5-ton floor jack, struggled to lift this trailer. But we got it up. We got the new wheel on. Just as the new wheel's on and I'm tightening the lug nuts, AAA shows up. So he comes out, pulls out his air gun, and he tightens the tire on there for us. And 5 minutes later, we're back on the road. Thank God. Now, because of the weight on the trailer, again, I think Matt and I are both driving home thinking, there's no way. There's no way this trailer with this weight is making it home. But we went, the last 500 miles? We had no issues. Everything went smooth. We finally get back here Saturday night, and we just took a big sigh of relief. It was.
I think the trailer did.
The trailer did too. I know I heard something.
Yeah.
And then when you unloaded all those palms yesterday.
It just sat back and was like, oh,
Yeah. So I gave her a little hug, and I told her I will never overload her like that again. So tomorrow when we head out and load the trailer today, actually, we're just going to put a bar on there, maybe 400 palms. The tools will go in the back of the truck, and that'll be it. So she did a good job. I'm proud of her. All right, so that's what's up with that trailer and story.
Want to jump into some questions?
Yeah, do we have some questions?
Yeah,
Now, go ahead, Matt.
we have a couple that we grabbed off the comments of when Kev posted that he was going to be on here. So I think would you get 3 of them, right?
I think I have 3. One of them is in question.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should answer that question.
Yeah, that one. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that one. Some things we don't talk about here at the Lost Island Tiki Bar or even in Tiki Kev's shop. Yeah, religion and politics. Guys, everybody has their own opinion. We don't want it here. We're not going to give you ours. This is about fun, having a good time. Matt and I sharing our experiences delivering tiki bars around the country, building them, and all the crap that goes along with it. Just like I said earlier, it's a business. There is crap that goes around with it. So, all right, let's, what are one of the questions, Matt?
All right, so the first question is from Margaret in Missouri, and she asks, we bought an old tiki bar and it needs to be restained. What do you recommend to put on it? We had to power wash it to get all the dirt off from sitting too long. And also I need some replacement bamboo. Do you sell that?
Well, okay, I'm going to start off with get rid of it and order a Tiki Kev tiki bar. And that's my first recommendation. Can you pull that question back up, Matt?
Yeah. Right here.
Okay. So my first question would be to you is, where did you get it? Where was it sitting? How long has it been exposed to the elements? I need to see a picture of it so I can see actually what it's made out of, if it's even worth finishing up. I know you said you used a power washer on it. I'd really like to see what it looks like. So, and you can send that, you can email me a picture to the email on the back of Matt's computer there, tikikev@tikikev.com. You can message me on this Facebook page with a picture. And then what I'll do is I can get back to you with my recommendations, but I definitely need to see it. And as far as the bamboo goes, I seldom and rarely use bamboo on the bars. The only bamboo I use is I'll wrap a smaller bar in the reed bamboo if somebody really, really wants it, but I'll trim it out in cedar. And that'll actually help it last longer. The reed bamboo's kind of weak. Gets kicked around. So if you're sitting at the bar, your feet are obviously kicking the front. It breaks down pretty quick. I don't know what kind of bamboo you have on here to even answer your question, do I sell bamboo? The only stuff I do sell is the reed bamboo. And like I said, I'll use that more on interior applications because it's not in the weather. It doesn't break down as bad. When you seal the bamboo, it tends to get moldy between the sealer and the bamboo itself. Because there's usually a coating on it. There's so many variables here. I really need to see a picture and see what we're up against, and then I can give you the best advice. Well, second best advice. Best advice is give me a call and we'll build you a brand new Tiki Kev tiki bar. And my 800 number is right there on the back of Matt's computer as well. We're going to be taking live calls shortly, but I want to get through these questions first. And then anybody that wants to call in, you can call in, and we'll put you on speakerphone, and then we'll hang up with you, and I'll answer your questions. All right. So question 2.
Karen from North Carolina writes, so Kev, I have a screened-in outside building that is kind of like a potting shed, but it's screaming tiki bar to me. It has electricity, ceiling fan, and enough room to be both, in my opinion. What would you do? P.S. You guys do amazing work.
Well, thank you very much for that comment, and I'm glad to get compliments. Oh, do we have any hate mail yet? No, no hate mail yet. This is our first episode. All right, so my first thing would be screened. It looks like, actually, you sent us a picture, and it looks like a screened-in shed. So, and it's a cool potting area. However, a potting area and tiki bars don't go together. Yeah, go ahead and show everybody. All right, so that's your screened-in potting area. So what I recommend is find a new potting area because, like I said, tiki bars and potting areas don't go together. What I would like to see is an interior picture, and this to me looks like it might be 6x8, 6x10, 8x10 maybe. 6x8. Not really sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the ballpark there. We could turn that into a really cool tiki bar, whether it's us doing it or you guys doing it yourself. But once you turn that into a tiki bar, there's no way you're ever going to want to do potting in there again. You have electricity, you're definitely going to want to put a TV in there. We have surround sound here. You might want to do that depending on how much you use it, how many friends come over and use it, how many friends come over when you're not there using it, which we get here all the time. When I'm on the road, I get people sending me pictures from my tiki bar, drinking my beer and liquor. So, and I don't mind that. Very close friends and family do it to me all the time. I have no problems with that. So Send me a picture of the inside. Send me the dimensions. But once you, as I said, make it a tiki bar, you're not doing any potting, planting, anything like that. So you might want to do an outdoor area. Maybe set up a table. Maybe put a little shed-style covered roof on it. Something really simple and basic, and you can do all your potting out there. So if you have any more questions or you want to send me some more pictures, you can send them right to the same place that you already did.
Righty. And then the last question, but certainly not least, James from right here in PA asks, where's the Dixie chopper? But before answering that question, might want to give a better description of what a Dixie chopper actually is.
Okay, a Dixie chopper is actually a zero return lawnmower. And a Dixie chopper, I believe, is the manufacturer that makes that particular style zero return mower. Okay, so I actually had to look that up yesterday, and then I realized who this question was from and why he wrote that. And it's kind of comical. I'm going to let Matt tell this story, and there was a video posted on Facebook. On Facebook. It was quite interesting.
See if I can comment the video in the comment section below this after we're done. But I think the better question here is, where's the fire extinguisher?
That does not exist anymore.
That is gone. As far as the Dixie chopper, I think it shrugged it off. I think it was able to be.
The thing was pretty. It went through a steel. Whatchamacallit?
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
So,
that thing had to be 30 years old. That thing was solid metal.
oh, that fire extinguisher was definitely it needed to go. So really, it was a justice in itself.
Okay, well, we have time. Well, you might as well set the people up for the story.
So we got back from a nice little business lunch.
Yes, good way to put that.
Yep, very well hydrated. And come next
Not
door.
with water.
Yeah, come next door is
Well, how long was that lunch that day, Matt?
probably a good 3-hour lunch.
I was going to
3
say,
4 hour.
yeah, it was about a 3 or 4 hour lunch.
So it's a standard.
Tiki Kev, yeah, lunch. Now, I will tell you guys this: whether we take a 2-hour lunch, 1 hour lunch, 5-minute lunch, 4-hour lunch, whenever we're done, we always come back to the shop and work. We don't run this business where we work 6-8 hours, go to a 4-hour lunch, and go home at the end of the day. We actually put in, I want to say I put in anywhere from 12 to 16 hours when we're working in the shop. Matt's usually there. I don't want to overwork Matt. I don't want to overwork any employee. So you're probably looking, I don't know, 10, 12 hours for Matt on most days. So, all right. So go ahead with your story, Matt.
So we pull in to the driveway and we see the neighbor
from up the street that way,
riding around on his lawnmower, that's his mode of transportation now, right?
Yes, that is also his mode of transportation. If you could see a Dixie chopper running down, we live on a state highway here. It's his only form of transportation. We're not going to mention any names,
no. But
every day you hear it driving down the road, and driving back up the road. We close all our shades and windows. So go ahead, Matt.
So we pull in, and he was attempting to cut the neighbor's grass.
Now, I'll catch you up to speed real quick on that. Our neighbor moved out over a year ago. A builder bought the house. He gutted the entire house, took the roof off, put a second story on. But he doesn't live here yet. Him and his family they're going to finish the house and then move in. So the grass at this point was about 2.5, almost 3 feet high. So the neighbor up the street the other way, who's a landscaper, left a note in his mailbox to see if he wanted him to cut it. So the new homeowners got a hold of him and said yes. All right, we have a phone call. Okay, we're not gonna answer this just yet, but we are going to be taking live phone calls shortly.
Um,
So anyway, the neighbor over here contacts that neighbor and says, yes, come down and cut it. So I'm going to catch him up to speed here real quick, if you don't mind. So the landscape guy runs down here on his lawnmower, runs out of gas, barely started cutting the grass. So apparently he either called his wife to come get him or he walked back up, got his second lawnmower, which is also a Dixie chopper. However, this lawnmower has multiple gas leaks and oil leaks. So he keeps a fire extinguisher on the lawnmower because he said it constantly catches fire. At least. That thing had to be at least 10 years old, if not 20. That thing, I've never even seen them like that anymore. So Matt and I come back from that lunch, and we see him over there. So me being me, I go over and, did I have any? I didn't hardly have anything to drink that night.
oh, yeah, no, just a lot of water.
A lot
of water.
A lot of bourbon-flavored water, right?
Yeah.
So we go over there to see what Frank's doing, and he's trying to put gasoline in the mower he ran out on. So he's got the other one just about running, and I'm like, Frank, let me do it. And I was a little pushy with him because he can be annoying. So I wanted to kind of give him a taste of his own medicine. So I talked my way onto his zero return mower. Now I do have experience. I have a zero return mower for the property, so I know how to run them. So I get on there, Matt.
As soon as I seen you getting on the lawnmower, I knew pull out my phone and start recording because it's gonna be good. The lawnmower itself is actually backfiring, like you said, because of all the leaks. So it's spitting out fire every 5-10 seconds. So as soon as you did that, I started recording about 20 seconds into it. The grass was so tall, and this person, unnamed, decided to put his fire extinguisher into the tall grass where it wouldn't be seen.
By anyone, except for him, maybe.
Yeah, I guess somehow. And then when you came around to cut the next section of grass, the lawnmower or the fire extinguisher was hiding right there, and it was a big cloud of smoke.
Yep, and I went right through it. The fire extinguisher literally exploded under the lawnmower, and it looked like a bomb going off, and it just completely encased me and the lawnmower. Matt will get that video up. We'll get that thing up there, and I think the caption is "Kev, keep your day job." So I'm oblivious, and I just went through this huge cloud of smoke. I'm oblivious, and I look up, and all I see is Matt pointing, and I turn around and I look, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? We almost mentioned his name.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. We'll call him. How about Fred? We'll call him Fred.
Fred. That works.
Fred, the neighbor. So yeah, so that's where the Dixie chopper actually. I kept going, and I actually got stuck because it was so wet and muddy over there. I actually got stuck, and I shut it off, and Frank couldn't get it started. Fred. What was his name? Fred.
Yeah.
Fred couldn't get it started again, so he left it there for about 4 or 5 days, and he came over to the house the one day, and he's blaming me for his lawnmower not being able to start. He said I blew the motor. Trying to explain to him it was running when I shut it off, so the motor can't be bad. He told me he put 3 starters in it and it wouldn't start. Then he comes over about a week later and he goes, Kev, want to hear a funny story? And I'm like, yeah, we're all about funny stories. He goes, I put a 4th starter in, it worked. He goes, it turns out the first 3 were bad. So we finally got the lawnmower out of there and everything's good to go. So you guys got to see the video. You'll understand how funny it is once the video is posted.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find that throughout the video as we go.
It is on my personal page, but my personal page, a couple things is all filled up, so I can't accept any more friends. Matt might have it actually on here, and my personal page is it's not private; it's for friends only. I don't have that as public like I do this page. It looks like Matt's looking for it anyway. But what are we doing next, Matt? Because you and we have an extremely busy day today, and we do have to get going soon. So
You want to open up the phone line?
yeah, why don't if anybody wants to call in and ask a question, we'll gladly answer them. We only have time for a couple, so if anybody's still listening and watching, go ahead and call into the 800 number there you see on the back of Matt's computer, and we'll pick up the phone.
If you're having a problem reading the 800 number, because I know a couple of people were saying it's a little too far, look for my comment on the video, and I typed it out for you so you can see it right there. I found the video. I'm going to try and comment it on here. That way, when this is over, you can all go over and watch that delightful video of Kev doing such a great job mowing the grass.
Which is why Patty mows the lawn here. Did you see, is Patty watching today? I knew she said she's at work. She's going to try. I don't know if she's in a meeting or not.
Yeah, she might be in a meeting.
Well, Matt, is there anybody we need to say hi to?
Well, you have...
It looks like Big Kahuna.
Yeah, right, so you've got a couple people here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let's see, we got Dave Wood, who said this needs to be a comedy show.
Dave, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining in.
Your biggest fan right here. He comments on everything. He's always there.
All right, Big Kahuna. That is Bob Ashby. Bob, stop stalking me. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Big Kahuna, Bob Ashby, we're going to be at his house in another week.
Yeah.
We're putting up a tiki hut for Bob. Now, give you a little background on Bob. About a little over a year ago, Bob bought one of my books on how to build your own tiki bar. And he built his tiki bar, but he was a little iffy about the roof. So when Bob's local, Bob's only about, maybe a half hour from here. So I think it was last summer, I built a roof for Bob, and we put it on the tiki bar, and it happened to be the hottest day of the summer. It was like 98 degrees, something like that. And I went over and thatched it for him, and that went really well. So now we're heading back over to do another tiki hut for him. And we're going to be doing that probably in another week or so, as soon as he gets those pavers and concrete cut out of my way. So, Bob, if you're listening, we'll be over in about a week or so. Anybody else we need to say hi to? Your dad was listening for a little bit.
Yeah, he was. I think he still is, because he commented he didn't realize that was you on the lawnmower, but he said that video is classic. So people definitely enjoyed the video.
All right, so people can see it?
Yeah. Oh no, he had watched it before.
Oh, he watched it prior.
So did I think Big Kahuna said he said he saw the video and he was laughing. You got a bunch of people here who liked it. You got about like 17 people on here. So if you want to give a couple shout outs from you said Tim Gillette, Big Kahuna.
I can't read that, Matt.
Okay, well, you got.
And I wore my glasses today specifically so I could read the computer. But that's really small.
Yeah. Well,
why don't you just give a rundown?
All right, so we got me, obviously, Lonnie, Andy Taylor, Dave Wood, Jacqueline Tanhill, David Burt, Mike Johnson, Lynn Molitor, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Karen Brooks. So hopefully you got to see your question answered. Jody Hartman.
I think my coffee's getting warm.
I was going to say, it's supposed to be warm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be warm.
Sue Michelle, Bobby Walker, Jim Warrington, Colin Roche, Suswick. Oh, and somebody said that they were actually watching this from Japan earlier.
Really?
Yeah. And he said, thanks for the inspiration.
No, I think I know who that is, because if it's the same person I'm thinking of, he's been a long-time follower for about 4 or 5 years now.
Right.
And he also follows me on Instagram, and he's always liking our stuff.
Big Kahuna said, Matt, I have a job for you. So let's see. What would that job be?
All right, Bob. Wait.
He's
digging the holes. Bob, you got to get the concrete up first.
Yeah, I can't do that for you.
And then maybe we can prolong this job in Jersey until he does get those holes.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody don't forget, call in at that 800 number. It's 800-792-8454. If you want to ask any questions on the air, talk to Tiki Kev.
And the 8454 actually spells out Tiki. So my number is 800 what is it? 800-792-Tiki. Getting me all confused now.
Oh, man.
All right, so what else? We really do have to get going.
You touched on the drink videos,
Yeah, we're definitely, Matt and I are definitely going to start doing some drink videos outside of this video. This is going to be a live video we're going to do once a week. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do drink videos, but they're not going to be live. We're going to post them. So we'll do them sometime during the week. And I think the first 5 or 6 videos, it's all going to be oyster shooters. Because if you do them right, they're really good.
They are. They are definitely one of the best drinks. But yeah, and then not to get confused with just sitting here drinking and having a drinking video. It's a drink video where he's going to be making
We're going to be making drinks for you guys to try out. And we're going to try and keep them all simple because, oh my gosh, there's so many different drinks and so many different ingredients that you guys will be spending thousands upon thousands of dollars in the liquor store trying to make some of this. So we're going to break it down and try and keep it the basic, simple stuff that most people have around. So, but look forward to that. We have the 4th of July weekend coming up. So I don't know if we'll be doing anything then. Are you going to be down the shore?
I should be down.
All right, we're going to be heading down the shore. Patty wants to go Thursday, but as you guys saw in my video, there's another small tiki bar that I built for someone, and it just materialized out of the shop out of nowhere. But
Weird how it does that.
I know. So I think he's coming down from New York to come pick it up. So hopefully it's before the weekend. So I don't know. Maybe we could do a video down at the shore. We have a place down in Memora, Patty and I have a tiki bar there. Maybe we'll do a drink video there. Because I know we're all going to be getting together once we're down there.
Yeah, that would be good.
All right. So what else do we have to talk about? Oh, please feel free to like the Tiki Kev's Tiki Bars page. We're going to be coming to you every week. As I mentioned earlier, we were cut off and had to redo this. We're going to be doing it on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. every Wednesday. We're doing it today on Tuesday. It's our first one, but we have that tiki bar we're delivering tomorrow, so we wouldn't be able to get to it on the day we want to. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10. If it's winter time, we might be doing it in the shop. Right now it's summer. It's beautiful out. We're under the Lost Island Tiki Bar. So who knows where we might be doing it on site. We have no idea. So we look forward to doing this. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. Anybody want to hear a corny joke?
God.
Really?
Oh, that's great.
My brother told me this one a long time ago. It's an old one, but what do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Anybody? A lick-a-lot-of-puss. All right, now we're going to get the hate mail coming.
Yep. First hate mail right there.
Another thing, I want to give a shout out to Donnie Brewer. I know a lot of you guys follow Donnie. Donnie's coming up here on September 9th for my annual tiki party. And I know a lot of you local guys, my family, my friends, a lot of my local friends, a lot of my followers who I actually have contact with on a daily basis. I am going to be giving the official invites out. I'm thinking within the next week or two. I'll be sending those out personally with the information. But Donnie Brewer is going to come up. I'm actually building a secondary tiki hut here just to house music. I think we'll be starting. Man, we're so busy. I don't even know when I'm going to start that. But the annual tiki party is September 9th, so we still have a little bit of time. Got 2 months to get that thing built. But it's going to be another deck, but a smaller version of this. It's only going to be a 12 by 12 tiki hut, and it's just going to be for music. So Bobby or Donnie can go under there. He can sing. He can do whatever he wants. It's an annual tiki party. It's not a house concert. So, and John McGarvey, another friend of mine. He's local here. He's a musician. He does steel drums. He's a member of Barefoot Bobby and the Breakers. They may be coming here just to hang out and maybe play when Donnie's done. John might throw his steel drums in. Who knows? I think John's going to hold up the sign, "We'll play for food," is what he told me. So if you guys actually ever seen the artwork on one of the poles here at the Lost Island Tiki Bar, John McGarvey did that artwork. He's actually coming to the shore this weekend to clean up one of my tiki totem poles. So he's going to repaint that. So, all right, well, I think it's, what time is it?
11:09.
11:09.
53 minutes.
Okay, and that's after the first one went out.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else we want to touch on today? Matt and I are going to be loading up the tiki bar and the palms and tools and getting everything set and ready for tomorrow. We'll take videos as usual when we deliver this bar. And I don't know if Steve and Eva, you guys watching, will be there tomorrow. Not sure what time. But I heard it's supposed to thunderstorm really bad there. Till Saturday, yeah, or after the 4th of July. No idea how we're going to get this delivered and set up. So, all right, well, I guess it's time. Anybody want to call in? Now's the time, because Matt and I do have a super busy day. Oh, okay, hold on. I got it. I got a text message. Let's see. Krabby Larry, you're supposed to be coming over, Krabs. We're doing lunch today. Hey, Kev, I'm watching you live, but I'm not too technical, so I'm texting you from my phone. Want to know if you're going to Metropolitan today. Text me back. Larry, okay, I'll give you a little backup on Krabby Larry. Krabby Larry and Danny, his wife, they have had a seafood restaurant here in town for 25 years. It was called Krabby Larry's Seafood and Brew Pub, or Steakhouse and Brew. I forget what it is now, Krabs. But Krabby sold the restaurant a couple years ago, and Krabby and I have this thing every Tuesday. Him and I go to lunch right around 12, 1 o'clock. It's just one of the things I do. Krabby's semi-retired. He comes over here. Krabby's been on many jobs with us, helping out. He's a really good friend of mine, really great guy. He's a better guy now that he doesn't own the restaurant. You could probably take the label off Krabby, but I've been calling him Krabby for the last, oh my gosh. First time I went into his restaurant, Peanut was 6 weeks old. My daughter was 6 weeks old the first time I met Krabby Larry, and she is driving now. She got her permit several weeks ago. So that's how long I've known Krabby, for about 16 years. So, Krabs, if you can hear me, yes, we are going to go to lunch. It's getting late. Krabs, why don't you come over if you can about 1? I'll text you back. But Matt and I have to get the trailer broken down. I have some orders I got to get shipped out. We're so far behind because we were away for so long. So, all right.
I think most importantly, I don't mean to cut you off, but you have a new person watching now.
Oh, Patty Faye.
Patty Faye.
Famous Miss Patty Faye, who's going to be, oh, that's something else I should tell you guys. Not sure if you've been watching my updates, but Patty and I and our family were in an upcoming movie called Worthless, starring Tara Reid and Quentin Aaron. And the movie was actually supposed to come out May 10th, but what wound up happening is I built a tiki bar for the party scene in the movie, and in exchange, I got my bar back, and we're going to be delivering that and setting that up at my son's house soon. I have to build him a deck as soon as we have some free time, and then the bar is going to go on there. But they changed. I play a bartender behind my bar, and my kids are all extras in the party scene. My daughter, Peanut, my youngest daughter, my 16-year-old, she is actually in 2 scenes with Tara Reid. And about 2 months ago, the producer called me, and he said, Kev, we're changing the end of the movie. But for the end of the movie to make sense, we have to redo some of the scenes in the movie. And this is what he says to me, Kev, we need somebody to do a speaking scene. And I said, absolutely, I'm in. Just send me my lines. I'll do what you need me to do. His response was, Kev, we don't want you. We want Patty. So they sent Patty over. She has 2 lines in one of the new scenes in the movie. One of the actresses that came in was one of the girls from Survivor, the TV show Survivor. And Patty plays her friend, and that's who her lines are with. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. So, yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that. So look, you can look up the website. It is theworthlessmovie.com, and it's an anti-bullying movie. And as I said, Tara Reid and Quentin Aaron are the main characters. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Tara Reid is. But if you don't know who Quentin Aaron is, Quentin Aaron played Big Mike in the movie Blind Side with Sandra Bullock. So an awesome guy, big dude. You don't realize how big he is until he's in your pickup truck. He's 6'8", barely fit in my truck. All right, well, we do have a phone call. We're going to take that. That's from Dave Wood. So let me get you on speaker there. All right, Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, you got to start running the spare spare with that trailer, man.
We did have a spare. We didn't have a secondary spare.
Oh,
We didn't.
misinterpreted.
Yeah, we didn't have a jack.
Oh,
So we actually got.
You'd be loading it up.
What's
You'd
that?
be loading it up that heavy without a jack.
Really? Okay. Dave, thanks, Captain Obvious. I know that.
Well, you know that now.
Yeah. No, you know what? We knew that going in, but like I said, we were both like, we wanted to get down there, get that job back and done. And we forgot to, I have a 3.5 ton floor jack, and we just forgot to throw it on there.
Exactly. Hey, you guys are a riot. This should be a
awesome.
comedy show.
Well, thanks.
I'll be tuning in every Wednesday.
Dave, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we mean this to be light. We don't want this to be serious at all. I mean, we want to give you the serious parts of the business and let you know what really goes on here instead of just seeing like a finished product and stuff. But yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
No, I know the hard work. I do chainsaw carving. And
I know you do.
hard work.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, man, very entertaining. I just wanted to call in and just put my 2 cents in.
Dude, we really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. Hey, you have a great day. Go get busy.
Yeah, we will. You have a great holiday weekend when it gets here.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks for the call, Dave. Have a great day.
Take care.
See ya. All right. That was our first live call. And you know what? I can honestly sit here and do this all day.
Yeah.
But we really, really have to get back to work.
We do have to make a note, though. The boss did just say, remember, Patty is the boss. And the boss is technically watching now.
She is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're definitely going to go back to work. Wow, we've been on here for a while. We're probably going to have to work late tonight.
We just reached over an hour.
And if Krabby comes over.
Yeah.
But we got plenty to do.
Yeah.
So Krabs will come over at 1. I got about 2 hours worth of stuff that I absolutely have to get done before we go to lunch. And then Matt's going to take care of some of the easy stuff. And then maybe when I get back is when we'll load the bar.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not going to rain. 0% rain tomorrow, though. Oh, all right. One last funny story. Not really funny, but before Matt and I left the shop last night, I went on my weather app, and the weather app for our area said 0% chance of precipitation. I wake up at 3 o'clock this morning. It is thundering and pouring out. I run out now. I left my table saw, one of my chop saws, in the outdoor shop, set up for us to use again because there's no rain. I was out here at 3 o'clock in the middle of a storm in the back of the shop, loading everything back in the shop because it was getting soaking wet. So from now on, we don't leave any tools out, no matter what the weather people say, because they're never accurate, ever.
Yeah, no.
90% chance of rain, and it never rains. 0% chance of rain. We had a thunderstorm in the middle of the night. All right. So anything you like to add, Matt?
No, just that there's apparently some extra dishes if I need some extra work. I think I'll stick to the shop.
Oh, is that Miss
That's the boss.
Patty Fay? Okay.
Yeah.
Patty, you remember our deal. You're in charge of the inside. I'm in charge of the outside. That's why you have this awesome Lost Island Tiki Bar.
She said the lawn needs to be mowed, but I think we all know what happened last time.
I hope you guys all see that video. You guys will laugh your asses off. All right, now my coffee's officially cold. All right, you ready to sign off? Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. This was so much fun, and we're definitely going to do it again next Wednesday, 10 o'clock. And oh, that is a very cool song.
Yeah.
Skip Fultz wrote and sang that. And David Leonard produced it. So I don't know if anybody can hear it.
Well, I figured I'd turn it up as you were closing.
Okay.
Out.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. From the Lost Island Tiki Bar, from Tiki Kev's Tiki Bars, for Matt Purple, everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And Tiki Kev out. The Tiki Bar is the way. Now we're going to have hate mail because I started singing. All right, guys. Everybody have a safe and happy holiday. 4th of July. Have some fun. Drink a little bit. Stay safe. Tiki Kev out.